Hello, this video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon. Minasan, arigato gozaimasu. My name is Kurt. It's October 12th, 2023. This is my Good Life meditation, an exercise that I do each and every morning, a little bit after waking up. It's now 4:46 a.m. I do this to remember my life objectives and principles, those which are outlined in my book, Going Alone, which you can get a copy of at the link above. And if you don't see a link, there's one down in the description. I also use this time to think about the last 24 hours and how I did with the various challenges and opportunities that I met. I think about the coming day, ready myself for the unexpected, itemize my plan of action for both work and my personal life. I conclude then by preparing for death. But I started all off with a poem. So turning to Edward Thomas, I'm going to read a poem titled Swedes, which is another word for rutabaga. I think there's more to this poem than rutabaga, though. Let's read it. Swedes. They have taken the gable from the roof of clay on the long Swede pile. They have let in the sun to the white and gold and purple of curled fronds unsunned. It is a sight more tender gorgeous at the wood corner where winter moans and drips than when in the valley of the tombs of kings a boy crawls down into a pharaoh's tomb and, first of Christian men, beholds the mummy, god and monkey, chariot and throne and vase, blue pottery, alabaster and gold. But dreamless, long dead Amenhotep lies. This is a dream of winter, sweet as spring. Something about, and I looked it up, and apparently rutabaga is Swedes are a vegetable, the cold season fruit vegetable, that is. So what did he do? Did he lift, was it protected in some way? Lift it off? It's like the sunlight's coming in and illuminating the rutabaga. And he makes that similar to the opening of a tomb of a pharaoh king in Egypt being discovered in first sight. Very interesting. I would love to have a chance to talk to the author to learn more what he had in mind. All right, let's begin. First, last night and yesterday. Slept pretty good. A little bit. Just tossing and turning right there in the morning. I wasn't awake, but I was just below being awake before the alarm went off. But I feel good. I feel really good this morning. I feel young. I feel 33 without all the mental confusion. That's a good feeling. I'll take that any day of the week. 33 without all the mental strife. It was good. I think part of the reason is that I had such a solid day of work yesterday. Man. Now, we'll see what happens. My pigeons will come back to roost on Monday. So I'd have the day off today. So the good work that was done yesterday will be built upon tomorrow, Friday, settled in a way. I think I'm delivering on what I was asked to do at this point with my current project, which is to wrap a project around a body of work. I'm wrapping that project. I keep warning them that they might not like what they see. Sometimes putting structure, effort, or the identification of what is called levels of effort around things and identify the dependencies yields outcomes that we may not want to see. Otherwise, that's part of the risk of doing what I do. Is Rutabaga, Swedes. It's exactly what I'm doing. What an apt poem that was. I won't go into detail, but the project that I've been assigned to work on now, after finishing my big project, is to help with a project that's not stalling, but going on seemingly forever without end, and they want to put some structure around it. Doesn't really, it's a project without structure. It's just, it's like I told my wife the other day, it's like building a house and just getting a truck full of carpenters and supplies and materials deposited on the site and saying, have at it. They all have this relative skills, but there's no coordination or largely not a lot of coordination or organization. They're just building a house. They'll build something eventually. When? Who knows? Quality? Not so sure. They'll adjust it along the way. I've been asked to remedy that with a plan. And that's why I feel so good. That's why I slept well. That's why I feel good now. Like Emerson comes back, Emerson's words, do your work. Do your work. Other than that, nice day with my wife, 2 long walks, good long distances, great time at the beach. I think I'm starting to find a direction with the wabi-sabi life. It's really more of a wabi-sabi live. I think I'll call it life, not live, but it is alive. I watch Martin in the Martin Show. Martin in Japan, his channel. He goes live about 3 p.m. my time, or 7 a.m. or even earlier, his time in Japan. And I'll tune in even though he's just showing the sunrise. I'll tune, even though he's not even talking. I'll tune in. I like to tune into his lives. That made me realize how much I enjoy that. Also, Surprise Gardener does something similar, a little different. Maybe it's all right just to turn the camera on. So I've been turning the camera on. It was at the beach in the afternoon. Yesterday I left it on all the way home, all the way through Trader Joe's, after the whole kit and caboodle. That was yesterday. All right, the Good Life Creed. 8 objectives, 35 principles. These are: always be ready to die, to make good and effective use of my time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, to recognize my true limits and my true opportunities, to do just one thing at a time, and do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully, and to keep my balance. I was working on the balance yesterday, sitting on the sand at the beach, eyes slitted like a Zen monk, watching the horizon of white water before me, coming up and down, keeping my balance. And my breath. My 35 principles, then, are war, reason, homunculus, Anchorhold, home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, the pirate ride, maturity, social principle, principle of family, public speaking, temperance, the bet, life will not go well, the horror show, that which must be born, the feast of offal, distraction, agency and the great indifference, the best seat in the house, the restless man, the path of wildness, the great life adventure, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the season of philosophy, script writing, the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility, nothing is enough, the principle of fun, and being ready. Got through those pretty straightforward. My mind is sharp this morning. Okay, let's talk about today. It's a day off. I took the day off. Got to take care of some doctor, and I'm also going to use this day to go to Riverside to do a first in-person AI training at a Kiwanis group. Very excited about that. I think I have everything ready to go. It's only 20 minutes. It'll go like that. So I gotta focus it. Keep in mind the audience. Older, retired, mostly retired successful businessmen and women. So my orientation will be high level. Mainly what I'm going to try to do in 20 minutes is explain what AI is, and then open the forum for questions and answers. I don't want to be scaring them with things. Mostly just talk about the potential. Focus on that, Kurt. Don't talk about the scary stuff. They can get plenty of that in public and social media. Focus on the potential. Anecdote about how I use it, for example, etc., etc. Okay, let's swing this back. Am I ready to die? Are my affairs in order? Yes. Are my relationships sound? Yes. Is my life's work complete? Yes. I'm ready. I'm ready for the day. Be safe, but not too safe. Take care.